This video is for the women who were never taught the truth about their cycle, who learned to hide it, apologize for it, push through it, who were handed pads and silence, but never reverence. Today, we begin to remember what our mothers couldn't teach us, not because they didn't care, but because they didn't know. For many of us, our first period came with confusion, shame, maybe even fear. We didn't receive a ceremony. We received a whisper, or nothing at all. A closed bathroom door, a product, a rule, a warning. That silence planted something deep, a belief that this part of us was something to hide, not something to honor. When we reclaim our cycle, we're not just reclaiming our power, we're reparenting the girl who went through her first period alone. Your cycle is not a flaw in your body. It's a sacred rhythm. It follows the moon. It reflects the tides. It moves in seasons, just like the earth. In ancient traditions, a woman's period was a time of power, a time to retreat, to listen, to receive guidance, to let go of what no longer served. Your period is not a problem, it's a portal. Your cycle is a mirror. Every month, it reflects what you've been carrying, what you've been suppressing, what needs to be released. If you ignore it, it speaks through pain. If you override it, it speaks through fatigue. But if you honor it, it becomes a guide. Your body is not betraying you, it's revealing you. Let's talk about what this does to your psyche. Before the world told you you were unstable, your body was already telling you the truth. This is what it looks like, right before your clarity arrives. You are not crazy before your period. You are clear. The emotions that rise in your premenstrual phase aren't irrational. They are raw truth, finally unfiltered. This is the part of your cycle that asks, what have you been tolerating? What have you been ignoring? What needs to be said, felt, or released? Your psyche is trying to cleanse itself before your period begins. That's not weakness, that's wisdom. Your cycle moves like nature. Every phase carries its own energy. Your period is winter, a time to rest and go inward. The follicular phase is spring, a time to rise, create, begin again. Ovulation is summer, a time of radiance, connection, and outward flow. The luteal phase is autumn, a time to reflect, prune, prepare. When you stop fighting these seasons, life stops feeling like a fight. You remember your rhythm. You return to flow. You don't need a grand ritual to honor your period. You just need presence. Rest when your body asks. Light a candle on the first day of your cycle. Drink warm tea. Journal what's leaving. Say no without guilt. Track your cycle, not just for fertility, but for insight. This part of your cycle is not an inconvenience. It's a sacred invitation. You are not meant to power through it. You are meant to move through it, with reverence. Our mothers didn't mean to pass down silence. They just didn't have the language. The world taught them to shrink this part of themselves, but it stops with us. We're not just remembering for ourselves. We're remembering for every woman whose cycle was shrouded in silence, for every girl who thought her body was a burden, and for every daughter who will one day experience her cycle with pride. You don't need to know everything. You just need to begin listening again. If this stirred something in you, you're not alone. There's a quiet remembering happening in many of us. Drop a comment below and share. What were you never taught about your cycle? Or just leave a rose if you're on this journey of reclamation. And if this message feels like home, subscribe for more soul-deep videos for women remembering their power. We're not just building a channel, we're rebuilding a sisterhood, and you were always meant to be part of it.